Hello and welcome to the Wakefield College and University Centre virtual open event. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And although we would love nothing more than to be milling around down at Wakefield College and having a chat with you in person, of course, with things being as they are just at the moment, that's not possible. So instead, here we are giving you a flavour of what you can expect should you be coming to Wakefield College and University Centre. My name is Rich Williams. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm, if we haven't met before, radio presenter for Virgin Radio and also the host of the Wakefield College podcast, where you can also find out lots more about what the college has to offer. And let me tell you, it is absolutely loads. As well as today's event, you can find all details of course listings and virtual tours and all the information you could possibly need at your fingertips at wakefield.ac.uk/VOE for virtual open event. You can find everything you need there. You can also email course.info@wakefield.ac.uk if you want to find out anything about the courses that you're going to be hearing about over the next hour or so. And also, you can phone us 01924 789 111 is the number, and those will be going along on the little ticker at the bottom at some point during the event as well. You can see lots of things on the website, such as virtual tours you can go and have a look at as well. And also on the website, there is a live chat, so you can find out exactly what's going on. We also would love to hear from you today. If you've got any questions or comments, please do put them in the live chat wherever you're streaming this at the moment, and we'll do our very best to get to them and answer them. If not on today's stream, then certainly below in the comment section, we will get back to you indeed. We also have 3 competitions running throughout tonight's stream, each one worth a £25 Amazon voucher to hopefully you. So keep peeled for those, because there will be 3 winners who I'll be announcing at the end of today's stream. Now, the college offers a huge range of courses for school leavers, apprentices, university level students and adults as well. There is absolutely loads to get stuck into, and it might be worth paying attention to this next sentence, because it might help you win some Amazon vouchers later on. Did you know that Wakefield College was established in 1868? Make a mental note of that. Trust me, let's see if we can get you winning later on. Okay, the programme for today is as follows. We'll be hearing from Sam Wright, the principal, in just a moment. James is here to tell you about vocational courses. You can do the academic route through A-levels, and Richard knows all about that. We have Corinne and Matt from the brand new T-levels. Not sure if you've heard about these yet, but they're a really good hybrid way of doing things, and it might be of interest to you, these T-levels, which you can find out more about today. University Centre and degree level options. Jane's your lady for that. She's coming up soon. Also John to talk about apprenticeships, earning whilst you learn, which might be something that pricks your ears up. Tony, about the access to higher education and getting to university in a year. We've got Sam from the business school and all the professional courses on offer, and also Lee and Hayley from Students Experience to tell you how college supports you both in college and also out of the classroom as well. So lots to get through. Thanks again for joining us. Really looking forward to the programme, which is coming up for you over the next hour. And let's start by hearing from the principal of Wakefield College and University Centre. No better place to start than with the lovely Sam Wright. So Sam joins us now. Sam, hello. Hi. How are you? Okay.
Hi there, Rich, and a really warm welcome to everyone.
Yeah, I know I said it right at the start how frustrating it is that we can't be doing this in person, but obviously for you, Sam, as the head honcho who loves nothing more than meeting everyone and telling them all about this wonderful college, it's a frustration for you. So look, we're here, we're doing it this way for the moment. Tell us a little about at the college, and I guess how you've responded to everything that's been going on with the pandemic.
I think it's fair to say it has been really, really difficult, because at an event like this, I would usually be there to welcome prospective students and to really showcase what's on offer at the college. Unfortunately, we can't do that, so this is really the next best thing. In relation to how we've responded, I'm extremely proud of the way that we've responded to the pandemic, because, of course, safety first for our students and, of course, our staff. We have got our doors open to current students who are studying with us. They're obviously not on full timetables because of social distancing rules. So some of the delivery is face to face, some of it is online, but we're still able to offer that round support that everyone will hear about this evening.
Okay, so I've met a lot of the fantastic staff at Wakefield College and University Centre, and I can tell you that no one is prouder than Sam of the fabulous facilities, the fabulous place down there, the fabulous atmosphere that there is down at Wakefield College. So, you know, and the success, it's worth saying as well, Sam. I know that it kind of fills you with a lot of pride when you think about those things.
I mean, I'm extremely proud to lead a successful organisation. We get fantastic results here, year on year, really positive feedback from our learners. And we offer, of course, such a wealth of courses. There's something for everyone, there really is.
Fantastic stuff. Well, look, thank you for joining us today, giving us a little bit of an overview. I know that without stating the obvious, you are going by the guidelines. As soon as things get back to normal, we're looking in towards, I mean, even think about next September. Who knows where we're going to be and what it is, but we're following the guidelines, and you're doing what you can do. And I know you're looking forward to seeing people down there whenever possible. We're
absolutely following the guidelines, monitoring the situation really carefully. We believe we've got a really safe environment here. But we are actually hoping that by September things might be back to some sort of normality when we can welcome students, and, you know, hopefully they'll be able to get the full experience that Wakefield College has to offer.
Fantastic. Sam, thank you for joining us. It's nice to hear from you. You're breaking up a little bit there in the middle, but lovely to hear from you. And yes, a lot of people watching right now, and hopefully we'll be seeing some of those through those doors in September as well.
Yeah, thank you, Rich. Enjoy the evening, everybody. Keep questions coming in, and hopefully you'll get a flavour of what we've got to offer here at the college.
We will do. Sam, thank you so much for that. So there you go, that's Sam Wright, who is the principal, the head honcho of Wakefield College and University Centre. You can, of course, leave your comments below. We've got some comments that are coming at the moment. This is live. Reshaw Beach is saying hello. Nice to hear from you watching on our YouTube stream at the moment. So hello to you, and thanks for popping in your comments. Zoe, who's watching with her son at the moment. Hope this is going to provide some useful information for you, and we'll be seeing you soon. I hope I'm not late. Sorry if I am. Says Angel of the Tank Engine 17. I don't know, what time did you get in? If it was after 5, you absolutely are. But don't worry, we're just getting started, and we've got plenty to come as well, including a competition. So first competition for your £25 Amazon voucher is up for grabs right now. All you have to do, and I did give you prior warning on this, all you have to do is comment below, what year was Wakefield College established? Pop that in the comments below. We will choose one random winner at the end of the stream, and you will get a £25 Amazon voucher. And if you said, oh, you mentioned it and I didn't write it down, I gave you the warning and everything. What year was Wakefield College established is the question. Get it in the comments. We will pick up a winner at the end of the stream. If you're not sure on that one, don't worry. There are 2 more chances to win as well. So let's find out what's on offer for school leavers and why you might want to be choosing Wakefield College. To do that, we have the Schools Partnerships Manager, who is James Pennington. And James is here to tell us a little bit about that. Hey, James, you all right?
Hi, Rich. Good, thanks to you.
Excellent, thank you. So, school leavers, massive range of options that are available. So just surmise those for us. What is available for someone watching right now who's thinking, yeah, this is me?
What isn't available, Rich? We've got an absolutely massive range of courses at the college. You know, it's the largest curriculum offer in the district, ranging from animal care to musical theatre, from public services to youth work practice. It's a really, really extensive offer. We've got really knowledgeable and passionate tutors. We've got industry knowledge and expertise. And we've got strong links and relationships with local employers and businesses, and a proven track record, really, of supporting our students to go on to university or into employment. So plenty on offer.
Yeah, well, there is that thing of that transition between leaving school and then possibly university or employment, whatever that might be. But it's one of the things I've noticed when I've been down at Wakefield College is that sense of being a great stepping stone between the two things. If you're thinking about something where you want to take more responsibility for where you are and what you're doing, it's a great vehicle to do that, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I think that's one of the main differences between school and moving on to post-16 education, particularly with us at the college. It's a really exciting time for young people. You know, they get to choose what they want to study. No more following the national curriculum that they've done for 12 years. They get the opportunity and empowerment to choose what they want to do. With that, it's slightly different in that it's a different timetable. You're not in college every day necessarily. It's usually 3 or 4 days a week on your vocational course. And, you know, we empower the young people to make sure they monitor their attendance and turn up on time. And basically what we're doing is we're preparing them to go into the world of work or onto further study. And it's a perfect way to demonstrate them skills and get used to the expectations of employers and higher education institutions too.
And I know you see a big difference, don't you, from a student the first day they walk into Wakefield College and the day that they walk out and go on to whatever that next thing is. That transformation can be quite big, can't it?
Absolutely, it's huge, and that's all down to the support they get from tutors and from support networks within the college. But they get opportunity to do loads of different things like industry work placements. They get to do enrichment activities, and this is all in addition to the day-to-day bread and butter of the main course as well. So we really see young people develop as individuals, and they come in as 16-year-olds and go out as adults, ready for the world of work offer for university.
Okay, James is now going to take on the role of our tour guide here today, James, which I know you've been very much looking forward to, because without stating the obvious, we'd love you to see the facilities, which we can't do just this year as we would normally do, and to be able to show you around. But if you go onto the website, wakefield.ac.uk, you'll see there are some virtual tours, both for the Wakey campus and Castleford as well. And James, let's just go into a couple of these, because I know you can talk us through, because the facilities are just fantastic. I mean, this is the restaurant kitchen. I know you've got a restaurant attached to this, and also the kitchens as well, but this is just fantastic, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I think we're proud of all our facilities, and there's been a significant investment in them over the last few years. You were in the actual Gaskell's building there, so it's the Beaumont building, the Gaskell's restaurant, and that was opened last year. And it's to industry standard. There's professional cookery that goes on in there, and it's a facility that, you know, for students in hospitality and catering, that really gives them an opportunity to work in industry-based facilities, and it gets them ready for going out into the world of work. It's a real working environment. So not only do they prepare the food in state-of-the-art kitchens, they'll serve it to paying customers. There's front of house elements, there's customer service elements involved in them courses, and it's just a great opportunity to work with a paying public and get some real experience behind them. Fantastic.
Let's move on from the kitchen, because it's somewhat cruel to show a kitchen at tea time when everyone might be feeling a bit peckish. But if we go into here as well, there is and there's so many of these. I mean, really, in your own time, go and have a look at the virtual tour. We're just showing you a few. You can see for travel and tourism, we've got a real replica of the kind of working environment you might be in here. It's fantastic.
Absolutely, and that's part of the air cabin crew training. So in those aircraft seats, they'll be recreating situations that, you know, again, relating to customer service or health and safety, so that our students are getting that experience, so that when they do go out and secure that first job, they're in a really good position and they've got some experience behind them as part of their course.
Okay, we can also, let's go down, because like I said, there are the two campuses where we got the virtual tour, and all these little green dots are an area that you can go and have a look and go and find the area where you might be working yourself. We've got the hair and beauty, which I think should be coming at the training salon here. And again, you know, it's really incredible facilities, and gives you a great idea of the kind of working environments that people will be training in.
Definitely, they're inspiring facilities, Rich. You know, students come from school, they won't necessarily have had access to anything like this before, and it really is sort of whetting the appetite to get them ready to go and work at them big salons or work in hotels. We've got the hair salons there, we've got treatment rooms, there's laundry element as well, so students get a full package of all the hair and beauty elements that they'll need. Again, it's just really good facilities. The tutors inspire them. We're trying to raise their aspirations to go out there and get those jobs when they leave us and make a mark in the industry.
Fantastic. Well, those virtual tours are there for you to have a look at in your own time. James, you're totally wasted in your role, clearly, and should be moving into some sort of tour guide capacity than the school's partnerships manager. Thank you for helping us with that, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Rich. Cheers.
Cheers. So there you go, James Pennington, just letting you know all about the school leavers options for you at Wakefield College. Do keep your comments coming in. We've got another competition on the way for you very shortly as well. But first, one of our popular courses is engineering, and we can head over to Matthew Staples, who is the head of high performance, to see what he's up to.
Hello, I'm Matthew, and we're at the Castleford campus. This is where we do engineering, construction, hair and beauty, other courses like that. I'm in the mechanical engineering workshop, and I'm with Richard, who's one of the engineering lecturers here. So, Richard, what courses do you have here?
We have courses for school leavers from 16 to 18-year-olds in Level 1 and Level 2 mechanical engineering. We also have day release apprentices who came from their employers in the West Yorkshire area. And we have off-the-job apprentices who are sponsored by a company and they come full-time.
And what sort of jobs do your students go into after they've been here?
The full-time students, they often get an apprenticeship in fabrication and welding, mechanical engineering, maintenance engineering, all sorts of disciplines to support the local area of industries.
And what other sort of courses do we do here? I noticed we have a lot of cars out the back.
We have automotive and motorcycle engineering. We do heavy goods vehicle engineering, so we can support the industries in the area that look after lorries for the network hub that we have in West Yorkshire. We do lots on motorcycles with Yamaha as well. We do lots of fabrication and welding. And we also do lots for the construction industry.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Excellent stuff. And Matthew will be back with an overview of construction in just a moment. Before we do that, let's find out about a new type of qualification. These are brand new. You're not hearing it wrong. They're called T-levels. And to tell us a bit more about this, the head of curriculum areas for T-levels, we have Matt and Corinne joining us. Should be at the moment. Hi, Corinne, you all right?
Hi, fine, thank you. You?
Good, yeah, great, thanks. And Matt's there as well. Nice to see you, Matt. Corinne, let's just start with you. Just give us a little bit of an overview, because someone might be hearing T-levels for the first time and thinking, what on earth are you talking about? So this is brand new. So just tell us a bit about what they are, Corinne.
Right. Well, at Wakefield College, we're really excited about these new courses, and we've been planning them for the past 2 years. So a bit of history. For many years, employers have been telling government that although young people come out of sixth form or college with really good qualifications, that they don't have the skills that are really needed within the industry. So in collaboration with many industry and education experts, T-levels have been developed to meet the needs of the future workforce. So they're brand new, as you say, 2-year courses that follow GCSEs, and they've been designed, as we said, to get students work ready. And I think the T-levels will best suit students who know exactly what they want to do as a job, and they'll give those students a head start towards the career that they want. So from September 2021, Wakefield College will be offering T-level courses in early years, construction and digital support services. And the T-levels are equivalent to studying for 3 A-levels. So they will best suit those students who achieve a grade 4 or above in maths and English.
Fantastic. And you mentioned about students who kind of have a good idea about what it is that they want to go in. This is really, if there's someone watching like, I know what I want to do, and one of those things that you just mentioned there, early years, construction, digital support services as well. If that's, oh yeah, that's what I want to go into, then this is a great kind of, it's like a hybrid almost, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think the good thing about T-levels are that the T-levels are divided into two sections, basically. There's about 80% that's undertaken in the classroom and 20% work placement. So the T-levels combine that classroom learning and the development of practical skills along with an industry placement where students actually put into practice what they've learned before they go out into industry. So as I said, the students will spend about 80% of the time in the classroom learning the theory, knowledge and understanding, along with some practical skills. And the other 20% on an industry placement, which is around about 45 days on industry placement. And as I say, we're just offering a small number of T-levels from September 21, but then in the future we'll be offering a wide range of subjects, in construction and engineering, some more digital, hairdressing. There's an absolute raft of subjects that learners will be able to choose from moving forward.
Fantastic. And Matt, I know you're heading up the digital support services pathway at the moment, and lots to get ready, which is an exciting time, I guess, with these new T-levels that are coming in. Local employers as well are involved in this, and that can help as well, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in order to make sure that our T-levels are exactly what employers are looking for, so whether it's in construction, childcare or digital, we've worked in partnership with local, with regional, and in some cases, national companies. So in terms of the digital pathway, for example, it specialises in IT support services. So if you take a business or a company, it's ensuring that their IT systems are reliable, effective, and that they run efficiently. So we've chosen this T-level specifically because locally IT support services is really well represented by employers. There's a lot of jobs in this sector in and around Wakefield, both now, but also predicted over the next 3 to 5 years. So we've been working really closely with a Wakefield-based company called Bellingham IT. So they're a leading IT solutions company and they're right on our doorstep. So we're quite fortunate to have them working with us. So they've been really supportive in helping us design a course and making it relevant, authentic in terms of that professional experience.
Fantastic. It's really interesting, isn't it, that these are brand new, and someone might be hearing this for the first time and thinking, I didn't even know this was an option for me. But Matt and Corinne, I'll ask about either of you really. What's it been like putting all this together, really, to get it all ready, Corinne? I mean, it must be quite frantic doing it all.
It's been really, really exciting. I mean, they're an absolute new approach to delivering a course. And I think it takes the best of both worlds. It gives the learners the opportunity to, get a really good grounding in the subject that they've chosen, but also really prepares them to go out into employment within, that kind of job. And the good thing about T-levels is they really do support that student's progression into skilled employment or a higher level apprenticeship, but they also carry UCAS points as well. So they will be, be able to be used by learners to progress onto university. And I think because they've had, such a comprehensive understanding of the course, the subject that they've chosen to study, I think, they're just so exciting. I think it just gives young people a chance to go onto a type of course that's been missing within the offer for such a long time. So we're really, really excited by them.
Fantastic. Well, the enthusiasm for it shines through for everyone. So that's great. Corinne, Matt, thank you so much. You better get back to it, get prepared for them, all ready to go. And of course, Corinne and Matt are there for, obviously, if they're in person, you can ask them. But if you've got any comments, leave them below. And also, wakefield.ac.uk, I keep mentioning it, but go back to there, all the information that you could possibly need for these brand new T-levels, which you could be one of the first students to be taking part in as well. So we've got some great facilities down at the college, as you've already seen, and one of the areas that continues to grow is construction. So let's check in on that with Matthew Stables again.
Hello, I'm at the construction site at the Castleford campus, and I'm talking to Ian, who's one of our lecturers in construction. So Ian, hello. What sort of courses do the students do in this area?
We're doing brickwork at the moment. We do mops as well. The apprentices, bricklayers are in here as well, doing it on a Monday day, coming to their work as well. So they're all doing a level 2, working towards the end assessment, which will be in March time.
Very good. And do they need any experience before they come and do a bricklaying course?
It's a practical. So if they enjoy being outside and they like to do things with their hands and want to build something at the end of the day, it's what makes them a bit more moving forward with what they're trying to do. So it is basically practical, but obviously there's theory involved in that as well.
And what sort of industries do they go on for? What sort of jobs will they be doing straight from here?
It's a level 2 brickwork course. So from that it'd kick off the career in construction. So there can be, from that they can go on to being site foremen, estimators, surveyors, and a whole host of different career options for yourself. So that's what it's all about.
Great. So it's the start in a construction industry.
Yeah, that's what it is. Maths and English is essential to everything that we do. So it gives them an insight into from a construction point of view, why the maths and English are important. They've got to work areas and quantities and be able to put estimates together and communicate with people. So that's what it's all about, anyway.
Great. Thank you very much, Ian.
There you go, and thank you to Matthew as well, who'll be back later on during tonight's stream. Let's find out about A-levels with the head of A-levels, who is Richard Collins, who joins us now. There we go. How you doing, Richard? You okay?
Yes, I'm not bad. Are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Okay, let's start off with the obvious question. The A-levels that are available for potential students watching now.
Okay, we've got about 18 A-level subject choices that students can pick from for next year. So that's things like photography, biology, business, chemistry, maths, law, physics, psychology, sociology, and criminology. And I've run out of breath. There's a few more than that as well.
Plenty to get stuck into. Absolutely, it's like a little test for you there, Rich. You just need to make sure that you you can keep any questions you've got and comments. Keep them coming in below. We've actually got a question that came in about A-levels, so let's just bring that up, and then we can. You're here to answer those questions. Catherine says, "Is there the possibility for students to take 4 AS levels and drop 1 to proceed with only 3 A-levels?"
Not anymore, I'm afraid. Most places have moved away from AS levels. Now you'll find most schools, colleges and sixth forms offer what we call the linear A level. So that's an A level program over 2 years where students choose 3 subjects, a bit like it used to be many, many, many years ago.
Fine, got you. Thank you. Keep any questions, just keep them coming in. You know, in terms of doing A-levels, then with the prospect potentially of going to university as well, what kind of universities, what kind of pathways is A-levels at Wakefield College going to open up for students?
Okay, well, our students have gone on to mostly university, because A-levels is the traditional academic route into universities. So last year, 90% of our students went on to study at university. About 17, nearly 20% of those actually went on to what we call Russell Group universities, which are the elite top tier research led ones. But other students have gone on to things like high level apprenticeships and employment as well. So in terms of some of the unis that they've gone to, we've got Leeds, Sheffield, Manchester, Plymouth, Lincoln, Hull, Cambridge, and they're studying things like accountancy, social work, teacher training, computer studies, physiotherapy, engineering, zoology, anything else.
And lots of stuff like that.
The world's your oyster, basically.
One of the podcasts that I recorded down for you at Wakefield College was with some A-level students talking about what they've been doing. There's a great sense of camaraderie and friendship within the kind of A-level community that you've got down there.
Very much so. All socially distanced at the moment, I'm afraid.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We've got a great bunch of students again this year. They're working really hard, and we're seeing that camaraderie and teamwork coming through with students as well.
And a really good pass rate also.
Fab, yeah, 97%. This time, and 11 courses achieved 100% pass rate. So any new students coming to us have got quite some reputation to live up to as well.
No pressure at all. Rich, if you're okay to hang about, we've got a couple of things to show as well, but one of those includes a former A-level student. So it'd be nice to have you on for that. But before we do that, let's just take a sneak peek at one of the other areas down there and have a look at the science facilities down at Wakefield College.
Hello, we're in the science rooms here at Wakefield College in the Wakefield campus, and we're with Chris. Chris, do you want to introduce yourself and say what you do?
Hi, so I'm the chemistry teacher here at Wakefield College. I cover a fair few of the courses that we run, but A-level being the main one.
And what other A-levels do we cover in science here?
So we do all the main academics. We've got A-level chemistry, biology and physics.
And what do the students usually do once they've finished the A-level?
The majority of our students still progress on to university, so there are some who go into apprenticeships afterwards, but most still go on to university, so there's a big mix of degree subjects that they typically progress to, depend upon whether they're doing sort of the more chemistry biology area. A lot of them are interested in the healthcare, whether it's genetics, biomed, whereas if it's chemistry, physics, maths, then typically engineering tends to be the preference for those types of students.
Very good. And what facilities do we have up here on the 4th floor?
So the chemistry top floor, we've got the whole top floor. It's fairly new build in terms of it's a couple of years old now, I think. So 4 new labs for it. We've got a physics lab, biology lab, chemistry lab, and a general science. So they're all well kitted out with sort of the fume cupboards. We've got all the various equipment in terms of everything from colorimetry, titrations, to doing reflux distillation. Biology's got all the microscopes, physics. Can't remember the physics equipment off the top of my head, but Duncan's fairly happy with his equipment as well.
Very good. And the most exciting bit of kit that you've got in chemistry?
In terms of the glassware, the students aren't too bothered about it. It's usually the chemicals and the things that we can do with them, the flashbangs and such, that the students tend to admire with that.
So no big bangs today, but if you come on the A-level course, you'll see a fair few.
Fantastic. There you go. A little insight into the science facilities down there as well. Just a reminder, if you're joining the stream a little bit later, this is live at the moment. If you're watching this on, currently on Wednesday, but if it will be streamed, you can watch it back. So if you miss anything from the start, you will be able to catch up. It will be on the landing page, wakefield.ac.uk/VOE. And I guess really the best way to find out about A-levels, Richard, would be to hear from someone who has done them at Wakefield College. So brace yourself. Just to make sure it's all good. Let's hear from a former A-level student at the college who secured a place at the University of Cambridge and recently completed her undergraduate degree. She's now doing a master's. This is what Grace had to say.
Hello, my name is Grace. I'm currently a 4th year student at the University of Cambridge, so I'm studying for my master's degree, having done my undergraduate already. Before that though, I was a student at Wakefield College where I studied physics, chemistry, maths and Spanish A-levels, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my experience of doing that. So the reason why I chose Wakefield College over New College, Pontefract and Huddersfield Greenhead College was because it didn't feel like a school. A lot of sixth form colleges do feel like a school environment, but I felt like I was ready for a change. There are no bells, no uniforms, no sir and miss in college. And that was something that I felt like I was really ready for. It was also somewhere where I could be slightly more independent. There were things like the library where you kind of had to use your study skills to be able to work effectively there, but you were completely supported in learning these new skills. So I really, really enjoyed that. Another thing that I think is particularly important is that Wakefield has a really friendly atmosphere. Now you can't feel that because you can't visit the college at the moment, so I think it's really important to tell you that you feel like you're a member of a community, and it's a really, really lovely place to be. Not only that, but there's also a Starbucks over the way, which is a big selling point, and lots of very new facilities there as well. So there were some lovely science labs with glittery bits on the floor. They were a major selling point for me, as well as the fact the equipment was really good too. While I was actually at college, I got to do lots of really cool things. So first of all, I got to go to CERN, which is in Geneva, where we saw a massive particle accelerator with the physics trip. We also got to do things like taking part in the U Analysts competition and going to places like Huddersfield University, where we got to see a bit about things that we could do beyond college. We also went to the Oxbridge conference, which really, really helped me to decide that I wanted to apply here. Throughout my whole application process for Cambridge, I was also completely supported by the college, from everything doing my entrance exam and having extra prep sessions with my tutors, right the way through to interview practice ahead of time. I found that my whole experience at Wakefield was brilliant. I had an amazing time there. I got to participate in lots of different schemes that really, really helped me on my way, and I felt like having entered there with no direction, I left there with a fairly clear picture of what I wanted to do. I really hope that this is helpful to you, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of this virtual open day.
So Grace there, former student, of course, now over in Cambridge. And Richard, I'm surprised, to be honest, that having led with all the information about the A-levels and the facilities, you did not mention the Starbucks. That feels like a major failing on your part.
The famous Starbucks is still here, yes.
Good, all right.
Still as popular as ever.
Yeah, and I know for you, we talked about this before in different areas, but seeing students who come and then after a couple of years they go off and they go and flourish like Grace has done is great for you to see, and a real good reference for the college there for you.
Well, it's fabulous. It's why we do it. We want students to succeed and do the best they can and go on to great things. They've got the rest of their life ahead of them. And doing A-levels is a launch platform, like all other subjects that the college offers. It's a gateway to your future.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Really nice to speak to you, and we'll see you soon. So there you go. That's Richard, who is the head of A-levels for you as well. Let's talk about apprenticeships, which are becoming increasingly popular, and you can actually earn whilst you learn. So let's speak to the business development manager, who is John Turner, to tell us all about apprenticeships. Like I say, keep your questions coming in if you do have any. John, hi, thanks for joining us. You okay?
Hi, Rich. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, really good. Thank you. I guess, but probably the best place to start here is just to explain for anyone who's not sure, what is an apprenticeship?
Okay, so you're studying, but you're studying through the world of work. So you would be working, employed in a proper job with a local company, and you would spend most of your working week with that company. The difference being that you would come into college 1 day a week to do your diploma or your technical certificate in whichever area you are studying to be an apprentice. We've already seen on the virtual tour, the bricklayers, for example, they would come in 1 day a week, and the rest of the time they'll be working with their employer and earning.
And there's lots of areas that, I mean, you mentioned there in construction, but there are lots of areas really where you offer this, aren't there?
Yeah, we offer about 30 different apprenticeship standards now across a whole raft of sectors, everything from health to horticulture to heavy vehicle maintenance. I would think probably construction, engineering and motor vehicle may well be the three largest areas. But we also offer apprenticeships in management, in accountancy, in team leading, and a whole raft of apprenticeships.
And one of the important things and the great things about this is that you're not just here to help with the apprenticeship, but you're here to help with employment as well, sort of finding employment afterwards and working with employers. Because I know that there are a raft of employers that you do work with that are really great in helping that transition between doing the apprenticeship to actually going into full-time work.
Yeah, the hardest part about becoming an apprentice, Rich, is finding an employer. We can help anyone that wants to become an apprentice if they send us their CV in. Employers will approach us to see if we have any suitable candidates. But obviously the easiest way to become an apprentice is to find your own employer. And I would think at least nowadays half of the apprentices we have will come to us having already secured an employer. Very difficult if you're 16 or 17-year-old to go knock on the door of your local employer and say, can I have a job? I mean, I would have struggled to do that at the age of 16 and 17, but it guarantees you an in. If you can find an employer willing to take you on, you don't have to go through an interview and selection process because you've already shown your commitment to the employer. And to be honest, the vast majority of employers are not necessarily looking for the most skilled individual. They're looking for somebody who wants to learn, somebody who will turn up every day, and somebody who wants to make a contribution to that company.
Fantastic. We've got a question for you, John. So let's bring that in. If you do an apprenticeship, can you only do one subject in all of college?
Well, you can't do two apprenticeships at the same time. So you can't be a bricklayer and a hairdresser. So I guess the answer to that is yes. If you're a bricklayer, that's your one subject. If you're a hairdresser, that's your one subject as well. But you can progress. If you come in at level 2, you can progress to a level 3. Again, just harking back to what we've seen in construction, you may come in as a level 2 bricklayer. When you've completed that apprenticeship and hopefully been kept on by your employer, and something like 80% of our apprentices do get retained by the employer, then you could go on and do a level 3, maybe as an estimator or as a surveyor, as Ian's already mentioned.
Fantastic. John, thank you so much for giving that overview. Of course, like all these things at wakefield.ac.uk, all the details and all the information. But for now, John, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Really appreciate your time. Nice to speak to you. So there you go. There's John, who can give you all the information about apprenticeships. So one thing that's really something that Wakefield College prides itself on is student support. and Student Central is well, central and second to none when it comes to that. Let's find out what's available for you through Student Central. Lee Alsop is here to tell us a little bit more about that. Lee is the head of Student Experience and Support. How are you, Lee? Okay.
Very well. You?
Yeah, really good, thank you. So let's just start off firstly with how the careers team can help with the next steps for students, because that's a really big area.
Yeah, especially in this current climate too, with so much uncertainty over what is the right choice, what options are ahead of our young people. So the careers team are an all year round service based at both campuses. They're a professional, qualified and impartial information and advice guidance service, and they draw upon that wealth of knowledge that they've got from the years and years of external and internal experience of careers service work. One of the key appointments or interview reasons that our audience today may be interested in is a pre-entry careers interview. So if any of our audience are still a bit unsure, and I can see some of the questions coming through now asking about different options, then the careers service can absolutely help them pin down what are the better options for them. And it could still be that there's 2 or 3 different options that they will be best suited to. But what the careers will be able to do is go through their background, their qualifications, their experiences, and really look at what are they best suited to help them make an informed decision really about their future.
Yeah, because it can be a bit overfacing, really, isn't it? But Lee and the team are here to help you narrow that down and to work it out. There is another area which people will want to know about, especially adult learners as well. It's to do with fees, finance, the support that's available for that as well. So how do they find out?
Yeah, I mean, all the information for both careers and every other service that we're talking about today are all on our website. So please do take a look there. But yeah, absolutely. There's a finance department. There's a whole area of specialism in the HE team for course fees and costs and associated fees. And in terms of bursaries for students, once they're actually a student of ours, EMA unfortunately doesn't exist anymore. But there's numerous bursary pots that students can still apply to for food, for travel costs, for equipment on course costs, for residentials that are associated to the course, such as like what Grace has assumed, talked about earlier. There's childcare allowance as well for our access, our adult and our HE students, and obviously the advanced learner loan. There's a whole service around that body, if you like, of ensuring that young people or students of any age don't have to see finance as a barrier to their study.
I guess the point is, if you're not sure, ask the question.
Absolutely, yeah, and please do. I mean, there's emails ticking across the screen at the minute, and our website is fully up to date. Once learners are students of ours, then they can access the services within Student Central amongst many other support teams, face-to-face under normal circumstances. But emails, telephones, social media, Microsoft Teams, they're very reachable and really accessible for the learners, yeah.
Fantastic. Lee, thank you for that. Really, really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, Lee and the team are available. Like I say, go to the website, find out. But for now, Lee, thanks for just letting us know about those things. But they are there to help you. Student Central, to give you the support that you could possibly need. They are there for you at Wakefield College. Now, you can actually study for your degree in Wakefield as well. The college has its own dedicated university centre based in ASIC, which is the Advanced Skills and Innovation Centre. To tell us a little bit more about that, the Higher Education Outreach Officer is Jane Kay, and Jane can tell us a little bit about the university level courses that are available. How are you doing, Jane? Okay?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Rich. And you?
Very good, thank you. Well, the benefits, I guess, of getting a degree. What would you list them as?
Well, there's so many. I mean, first of all, it's realising your own potential. You've got the chance of getting a better job, having a more interesting career, and that's before we even get onto the monetary value, because obviously the higher the qualifications that you've got, the more likely you are to earn more money. On average, I think the latest figures have been something along the lines of a graduate can expect in a lifetime to earn about £500,000 more than a non-graduate. So there's the money aspect, which is always appealing to any of us. But I think as well, it's the interest as well. It's learning about something that you're passionate about. It's studying something that you've got a real interest in, and looking to where it will take you in your future years, for the rest of your life, really. And it gives you transferable skills, so you can take that with you and Often people start off in one profession. I was talking to a student the other day who was doing business management, and the reason why she'd chosen business management was because she wasn't quite sure where she wanted to go. She didn't know whether she wanted to be run her own business, or whether she wanted to go into HR management, do something about business law. So she'd chosen something that left her options open, even though she was doing a specific degree.
And there are loads of courses available, obviously. I'm not going to ask you to list every single one, but in lots of different areas.
Absolutely. I mean, new this year, we've got a BSc in computer science. We've got criminology and law, that's a BA honours. I mean, other subjects include photography, health and wellbeing, travel and tourism, engineering, sport, music, technology. There's a whole plethora of different courses under the performing arts umbrella, and they're, you know, range from the higher national diplomas or higher national certificates right through to BA honours, BSc honours degrees. So there's a whole raft of qualifications and courses there to be studied, and obviously that's not exhaustive. They're all on our website, so I would urge people to have a look at the course.
Because you're working in partnership with other universities as well, which is a great thing to be doing. So who have you been working with, and how does that help people out?
Our main partners who validate our degrees are Hull University, Leeds Beckett University and Huddersfield University. The HNDs and HNC are validated by Pearson's, but the main university partners are the three that I've just mentioned. And that means that when people walk away from us, they've got a degree that's recognised nationwide, but from a top university. Because obviously we know that we're great at Wakefield College and Wakefield University Centre, but not everybody in the UK or worldwide even have actually heard of us. But because we're validated by top universities, that degree will take you anywhere. But the difference is, you've got the low fees of studying local, particularly in this climate as well. We're taught in small bubbles. I mean, we always have small class sizes because that's what we pride ourselves on, being small, being local. But at the moment, the bubbles are even smaller. There's no expensive student accommodation. There's less travel. And under the new legislation for COVID, obviously, we've got a minimum of 3 hours face-to-face taught lessons. That is obviously subject to any government guidelines that could change, and we know that these things are changing on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned COVID. There's nobody watching right now who won't have discussed COVID at least 37 times today, because that's the way things are at the moment. And I know it's a big concern for students. And you caught up with a couple of higher education students about this to discuss the impact it's had on them and how the college has been helping out. So let's hear what they had to say.
So let's just get onto the hot topic at the moment, the question on everybody's lips. What's it like being a student, I'm going to have to say, in the University Centre at Wakefield, because you can only talk about your personal experience. What's it like?
So as a student who's previously studied here before COVID, it has changed drastically. We are on limited face-to-face within the actual building, and 90% of the lectures or student support is through video call.
And do you feel supported?
I do, 100%. I don't want to say it like this, but they are on your beck and call. Yeah, if you've got a question, it's send it out and they'll respond within the same week or as soon as they can, and they are there for you, because at the end of the day we're all in the same situation. It's a lot different for tutors and as well as students.
Yeah. So Jen, what's your experience been like?
It's been fantastic. Like Judah said, we've still got all of our lectures, either the face-to-face in the building or they're online. It's not made much of a difference with regards to the material we're able to get hold of. The library, it's got a lot of the books now are more online, so you can view them. You don't have to wait for somebody to hand it back in. If you do want a hard copy, you can click and collect your books. There's hand sanitizer stations all around the building. It's safe.
You feel safe?
I feel safe coming in.
That's nice.
It's one-way system, masks, the seating area is fantastic. It's following all the guidelines, and I'll be honest with you, I feel safer coming in here than I do, say, going through a shop. And I'm spending more time here.
I can get an answer to my questions. I mean, my lecturers have always been good previous years before COVID, but now it's
everybody's trying a bit harder.
Yeah,
even harder, I should say, really.
Yeah,
even
the more
harder.
understanding if, say, you can't come in because your child's not at school because they've got to self-isolate, the more understanding, oh yeah, definitely, no worries.
So really what you're saying to me is that everybody's like navigating this together and working together to make it work. Excellent. It's really good to hear that you feel as though nothing's suffering and that you are getting that great support. Fantastic.
So there you go. I guess it's all about adaptability, isn't it, Jane? And also the main thing that I took out about that is that Jane is at your beck and call. Whenever you need anything. But no, it's nice to hear that despite the situation the college is doing, the university centre doing everything they can, and that's what it's about, isn't it? And that's going to continue as things change.
Yeah. No,
okay,
I thought the girls really said it how it was, and it was really good to hear. Really
good. Jane, thank you so much for taking a bit of time to have a chat with us tonight. Much appreciated. And Jane, lady, if you want to know any more about that area at all, Jane, thank you. Have a great evening. Lovely to speak to you. Let's talk about extracurricular activities, because it's not just learning in the classroom, as important as that is, but it's also about student experience. And the head of student experience and engagement is Hayley, and Hayley's here to talk a little bit about that. Hi, Hayley. You all right?
I'm good, thank you. Are you?
Yeah, really, really good. Thank you. We'll come on to the Students' Union and the clubs and activities in just a moment. But another thing is students get their hands-on work experience as part of a course, which is a really great thing to be able to do, and a really great part of Wakefield College.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked a lot in this event about really making sure students are ready for the world of work. And we do that in their curriculum, we do that through their course, but we also give them an opportunity to take part in work experience. We get a lot of employers coming in to speak to students, and then we also have an opportunity for them to go out on work placement and really, taste the sector and the industry that they're going to go into. We work with hundreds of employers across the district, and we really try and match those employers with students. So we give them an experience that they want, which is going to help them with their chosen career and help them with their future.
Fantastic. Let's talk a bit about the Students' Union, which is very active as well, and also the sports clubs and the activities. There's a whole timetable of things going on and stuff to get involved in it. And why not? It's there for you. It's right in front of you. So you might as well grab every opportunity that there is available.
Yeah, we offer a really good experience to students. We have lots of things that students can get involved in outside of their lessons, and that's because not only are students are there to learn, but we want them to have an opportunity to speak to other students from across different curriculums. It should be, socially fun and something for students to get involved in. So we run sports clubs, things like badminton, Zumba, football. We're not running all of the things we'd like to at the moment, but certainly come next September, I certainly hope that we would be. But to change our offer this year, what we've done is we've added things like climate change group, we've got a debating society, a photography club, and we're doing a lot of our clubs and societies online, which is really working out at the moment. And you mentioned our student union. We have a student union who is really the voice of our students. It's really important to us that we keep changing our offer of activities and keep changing what we do to make sure that it meets what the students want. So we really listen to our students. And if there's something that we're not offering, then if that's what they want, we'll put it on offer. So certainly, clubs and activities that we've held in the past, if we haven't had the uptake, we'll scrap it and put something else on. And equally, if students say, I really want to get involved in this, but I don't know how, then we'll put it on for them.
Yeah, it's nice to know that, if you've got an idea, throw it their way, and let's see what we can do with it. I mean, there's trips and residentials, and I know this year is slightly different to how things have been in the past, but like you say, hopefully by September we might be back into the swing of things. So an idea of the kind of things that the trips, and some of these are fantastic at Wakefield College, the kind of thing that could be on offer from next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So we run the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and that is certainly one of the ways that students can get involved with residentials and obviously can get themselves a worldwide recognised qualification as part of the Duke of Edinburgh. But then we also do lots of trips and visits. We do site visits, again, to different employers, but then we go to really exciting places as well, things abroad. Certainly I know the travel and tourism students go to Max Ski in Italy. We have students who go to Malta as part of their hospitality and catering course. We have students who go to New York. It is endless in terms of the opportunities that students have to get involved in. We do have lots of trips that are on our doorstep, lots of trips that happen regionally and nationally, but then internationally, that's really the ones that students want to be getting involved in.
You had me at New York, so we're all good. Thank you so much for giving us a little flavour of that, and let's show you a little bit of a flavour about that. Some of the things that our students have been getting up to. Take a look at this. So there you go, and it said it on that little video there, and so much more, and that's it, isn't it? It's about the courses, it's about meeting friends, it's about doing stuff, it's about getting involved in fantastic opportunities.
It certainly is. And, you know, it's really exciting when we see students getting involved like that. And as much as the offer is a little bit different at the moment, we're certainly hoping that we can increase that offer as the year goes on and for new students in the future, because it's great to see students enjoying themselves and getting involved.
Hayley, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. We'll speak soon. And thanks for your comments that are coming in below as well. Much appreciated. We're of course live, so any live comments you want to throw away, we're happy to read them out. Love the sound of the handling of the COVID in college. Hey, look, I can tell you, having not been in myself because I'm working sort of remotely, but seeing the guys that they are doing definitely everything they possibly can to keep things rolling and to keep things in the best way possible. I'll tell you what, I said we have 3 competitions tonight. We've done 1. Let's do the second one, a £25 Amazon voucher. Get ready to type in your answers to this for a chance to win. The question is as follows. The University Centre at Wakefield College is based in ASIC. I did mention this earlier, but what does ASIC stand for? If you know, write it in the comments below. We'll choose a random winner at the end of this to get that £25 Amazon voucher. What does ASIC stand for? Get your comments in and we'll get you winning, hopefully, by the end of tonight's stream. Now, if you are an adult 19 plus and regret not having gone to university, then we have access to higher education. And the Director of Higher Education Development is Tony, who can tell you about that. So let's bring in Tony. Hi, Tony, you all right?
Good evening, everybody. Yes, I'm great. Rich, thanks very much. Enjoying the event.
Good. Well, thanks for being here. There's a wide range of opportunities available, aren't there, for someone who's thinking, do you know what? I wish I'd done this. How do I get involved?
Absolutely. And I think we've seen that as a result of COVID, it's making people think about what they're doing, what they want to do in the future. And we've actually had a record number of adults joining our Access to HE programs this year. And yeah, there's a wide range of choice. We've 12 programs available, 2 new ones this year in sport and in animal studies. And we're hoping to get engineering and construction off the ground in a year's time.
Fantastic. We've been hearing from other areas as well about financial support, but this might be something that people need a little bit of advice with. So what financial support is on offer? There are, am I right, advanced learner loans?
Yeah, I mean, there's really good news about being an Access to HE student when it comes to the finances. If you are between the age of 19 and 23, there's a good chance that the course will be free. And if you are 24 or over, you can take out an advanced learner loan. And the good news about that is if you then go on to university, and of course the whole point of doing an Access to HE course is to go into higher education at the end of that 1 year's study, then if you go on to university and complete your degree, the adult learning loan that you've taken out for your Access course is actually scrapped, so you never need to repay that.
Right, so it's a kind of a great incentive to follow through onto that next stage as well. In terms of mature learners who might be watching, is it suitable? What would you say for a mature learner who's watching right now and thinking, but maybe with a bit of trepidation, or maybe not sure, or maybe it's a long time since they've been in education?
Yeah, absolutely, Rich. I think it would be fair to say that pretty much every Access student has some trepidation at the beginning, and the beauty of Access is, there's no mold, there's no perfect student. We have students succeeding on Access programs from all sorts of different backgrounds. There'll be some people listening, I'm sure, who could start an Access program tomorrow. Maybe there's some people who've got the ambition, and really we need to find a way of supporting you if you're not ready to start Access straight away, to do something to prepare for that. And there are many students who've come through that sort of slightly longer route as well. We offer a number of what short pre-Access courses during the year, and really I'd encourage anyone who thinks, do you know what, this might be for me, to get involved with one of those, because again, they're free courses and they'll give you a taste of what to expect and really help us to make sure we offer you the best guidance in terms of what you need to do to get ready for that, and also where that can lead you in terms of higher education and really a job beyond. That's what most people are looking for. They're looking for a career, maybe a career change, and as we've heard from one or two of the other speakers, there are real advantages to getting a higher level qualification. Certainly if you live in the Leeds City region, the Combined Authority absolutely crying out for more people to get high level qualifications, because employers need people like you to fill the jobs of the future.
Tony, like you said, a lot of people are giving consideration to their futures at the moment. If one thing the last few months has made us all do, it's think a little bit about what it is we want to do, and there is support available. I mean, you're probably the busiest man in the whole place at the moment, with all the people that want to get involved in your department. So we'll let you get on with that. But Tony, thanks so much for giving us an overview. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rich. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, cheers for that, Tony. So there you go. All the information, of course, wakefield.ac.uk. We have one final competition where you could be winning a £25 Amazon voucher. And we have a question for you now. See if you know the answer to this. If you do, write it in the comments. We will be picking them very shortly, actually. We are coming toward the end of today's event. Former Wakefield College performing arts student Lottie Henschel recently played a character by the name of Jade Rowan. The question is, which popular soap did she star in? So art student Lottie Henschel recently played a character by the name of Jade Rowan. Which popular soap did she star in? Get it in the comments. And yeah, we're going to choose a winner in the end in just a few moments' time, which hopefully, along with the other two winners, maybe it's going to be you getting that £25 voucher for Amazon. Okay, final person to speak to us this evening is from the business school. You can get yourself professionally qualified, and the curriculum development manager at the business school is Sam Wade. And Sam, can tell us a little about that. Hey, Sam, you've had to wait. Everyone else has been and gone, and you've had to wait all this time. So thank you for being so patient.
We do work into the evening in the business school.
Oh, well, there you go.
We have lots of evening classes as well.
Many courses, well, you mentioned that they're part-time, aren't you? You can work around other commitments.
Yes, you can. Yeah. A lot of our courses are designed so that you don't have to come into college as much. And particularly at the moment, we've got lots of blended offers where people can learn online as well as getting that face-to-face.
Yeah, and courses starting in January as
yes,
well.
Yes,
yeah.
All our in the business school, we look after both business academic qualifications and professional qualifications in areas such as management and leadership, business, accountancy, human resources, some of the legal professions. And you can join us in January. Yes, so if you get in touch December, get your application form completed, and you could be starting in the new year. New year, new start.
Absolutely. Oh, there you go. You got that one in. You had that one ready to go. I know you did. You've got expert tutors with years of, and it's not just years of experience, years of industry experience, which is obviously crucial for anything like this.
Absolutely, yes. All our teachers have worked in the industry before coming into teaching, so they're professionally qualified and they've got that industry experience, so they know the challenges that people are facing in the workplace. Because, as I said, a lot of our students are not only working or trying to find work, but they're also juggling family commitments and their personal lives around their studies. So we're completely supportive of that, and we understand what the challenges are that our students are facing. Yeah, I was going to say particularly a lot of our students are returning to learn, from a big break in education. So our courses start from level 1 and level 2 so that people can rebuild their confidence and get back into learning. And then we go right up to degree and level 7. So a huge range and something there, I think, for everybody, really.
Including higher level apprenticeships.
Absolutely, yes. We work closely with the apprenticeship team, so we offer accountancy apprenticeships up to level 4, human resources and management up to level 5. Yeah, so have a chat with your employer and perhaps you could sort of come to us as an apprentice.
Brilliant. All the details, of course, wakefield.ac.uk. You got in the slogan there, the new year, new start, which is great. Absolutely. And anything else you want to find out about that is on the website, and Sam and the team are here to help you as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. There you go. The lovely Sam who can tell you all about that. Well, thanks to everyone who's taken part. Thanks to you for being there. Again, we'd love to have shook your hand, give you a little tour around and show you everything, not to be just at the moment, but definitely worth checking out that virtual tour because you can really get a feel and a really sense for the place. We can give you a feel of the community, hopefully, but to give you a sense of exactly how it's how it all looks is really worthwhile going to have a look. Let's get you the winners of our competitions tonight, because we had 3 of them. I can tell you that Wakefield College was established in 1868. Well done if you got that right. I can tell you that ASIC stands for the Advanced Skills and Innovation Centre. I did give you the answers effectively in both of those, so hopefully you got those ones right. And also former student Lottie played Jade Rowan, who starred in Corrie. They were the 3 answers, and I can tell you that the 3 winners are Samuel Johnson, Joseph Williamson, and Emily Kite are our 3 winners this evening. If you email marketing@wakefield.ac.uk, you can claim your vouchers. I'm sure someone will do a little comment below your name just to say you're a winner. But marketing@wakefield.ac.uk to get yourself your £25 Amazon voucher. Congratulations. If you're watching this stream not in real time and you were commenting and wondering why you didn't win, well, it's already been done, but you know what I mean. Applications for all courses are now open. You can apply right now. You heard some of those for January, the others for September. Get your applications in. Let's see you down at Wakefield College. Interviews start soon as well. You can call us on 01924 789 111 to find out more. That's 01924 789 111. Of course, all the information is at wakefield.ac.uk, where you can watch this back. If you put /VOE for virtual open event, you will see it there, and that's where place you can go to apply online, find out more about the courses, and have a look through some of the great facilities and the virtual tours as well. Our next virtual open event takes place on Saturday, the 21st of November. So that might be a date for you, Darry, or anyone else you know. You've watched this and you thought, oh, I know someone who might want to get involved in this. Please do share the stream around with anyone you want so they can see the fabulous things that Wakefield College and University Centre have to offer as well. That's it from us for tonight. Thank you so much for taking part. It's been a real pleasure to be here. Get your applications in, and hopefully we'll see you very soon at Wakefield College and University Centre. Enjoy the rest of your evening.